Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic. We're your host, Kirby Kid.
And Black Superman.
Also known as David Clark.
Superman.
And
Walter
today,
Bryant.
we're talking about DC Comics Rebirth.
The rebirth of Superman.
No, look, it's about the rebirth of Batman and Green Lantern and then some other people.
Batman was already epic.
You know why?
Because he's Batman.
Because he's Batman.
Green Lantern was the same idiot he always was.
Yeah, I don't look.
Look,
no.
they didn't mess with Green Lantern and Batman because Green Lantern was
Jeff Johns
stupid enough and Batman was too epic.
Thank you, Jeff Johns.
They just messed with everybody else.
Now, what Rebirth is, yes, this is a reboot because the new 52 is terrible.
Rebirth.
Now, the cool thing about this is that if you read into the lines that are being said, it is not about the comic. This is about what Warner Brothers and DC had been doing to the comics over the last few years.
Yeah. And like for like the last decade, honestly, or the last couple of decades, basically since Watchmen, and they actually make the point to let you see what it was that started this as a problem, and it is the Watchmen. Like I've read a bunch of articles and stuff from people who had read this book before we saw it today. We saw it today. I totally agree with a lot of the points that they made, which is that a lot of the deconstruction of DC Comics has come specifically because of The Watchmen and because of The Dark Knight Returns, where it was darker, it was grittier, it was more violent, and people love these books. I mean, these books are revered as some of the top books in comic book history. So, DC, their higher-ups at Warner Brothers, people who don't actually read comic books or know anything about superheroes, Batman versus Superman, the movie. Okay, you people who don't know anything about these characters then started making decisions about them based on money that was made about two books that are outliers.
Right. And they try to make everything recapture
The
that
outliers.
lightning. Yeah.
There's a reason why those things are called outliers.
Right. They don't happen every day. But the book talked about, someone tried to take our past from us. Someone tried to make us weaker. And I was I'm like, are they talking about DC right now?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, I thought it was a really good introspection. It's them finally acknowledging, we get it, we suck, that we're going to make it better.
We've taken away some of the things that made you love this in the first place.
Do we want to drop the reveal at the end? I mean, you kind of said it already. What about the Watchmen now join the DC universe? But even more than that, the way this universe, this Rebirth universe was created, if you remember at the end of Watchmen where Dr. Manhattan left and said, I'll make my own universe, welcome to his universe.
A universe where he plucked out hope. If you take Superman, whose basic function in the DC universe is to give people hope, and you remove hope, you get D-head Superman, this guy we've been looking at for 3 years.
Now, is it the New 52 universe that Manhattan made, or is it this new Rebirth universe that he made?
No, it's the New 52 universe he made.
Oh, that's why it sucks.
Yeah. he plucked hope out of that New 52 universe, and what you got was, and then apparently also years of people's history. So what you got was people who used to be friends, like Batman and Superman, who had never met each other,
Which they brought up. They, people who used to be friends are gone. Powers are weaker. People are like legends are now rookies.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, someone like Batman, who wasn't the first superhero out there, Superman was, has like 20 years of experience and 17 Robins, but superheroes popped up yesterday.
Sounds like a moron made this universe.
Dr. Manhattan is not a moron.
Dr. Manhattan is the scapegoat. I'm talking about DC.
It is, and that's exactly what happened. Like, you let a bunch of people who didn't know anything about their histories or care make decisions about their histories.
All right. And it's over now, guys. Well, we hope.
We do.
This is a great start.
It is.
Superman, by the way, old school Superman is straight up just in the New 52 universe. He's
hanging
like,
out with a baby and his wife.
He's like, yeah, whatever. I could help, but I'm a dick.
Okay, now the funny thing is that he actually to actually understand what's going on with Superman, you need to read Superman number 52, which, by the way, we pointed out 3 years ago that the only reason to keep calling this the New 52 was it was going to end in issue 52. We did.
You did say that. That was pretty early on.
Yeah.
And how many did they get to?
52. Now, that being said, Superman 52, the death of D-Head Superman and the return of real Superman. D-Head Superman is fighting some guy who thinks he's actually Superman, and so Superman, the jerk, kills that. Well, he doesn't kill the guy, but to protect everybody, he absorbs this other guy's energy and he disintegrates. Real Superman kind of just shows up and helps in the fight. And then when everybody sees him, they're like, "Where'd you come from?" And he goes, "I'll tell you later," and leaves. He goes back home, where he's just hanging out as Clark Kent. But real Superman is back. And the funny thing is, he shows up, he's helping out. When people ask him what's going on, he's just like, "I'm a friend." And he smiles at them and leaves. And that right there is how you know this is that other, the real guy. Just the fact that he took the time to go
and not float there for 4 years with glowing red eyes. Seriously, that was a thing for the last 4 years.
It really was.
He was just like, "Yeah, I'm Superman. You look evil. Luthor looks like a better guy than you." You know how hard that is?
You're right. He didn't immediately punch Hal Jordan in the face because, he was just there.
That was funny.
That did happen.
That was funny though. That was funny. So basically, guys, you need to read Rebirth. You need to read Justice League 50, which let's just address the Joker thing here. They don't say the name. They just say there were 3 of them. And Batman somehow didn't realize. I think it's because of all the reboots and multi-universe stuff. This is their way of explaining why the Joker has changed so radically. That has to be it.
And that may be it. And then, like with interdimensional, universals, time shifting, whatever, maybe just like these 3 Jokers are switching over back and forth. And so when a new Joker comes into the universe, he just is the Joker, and you just don't realize that this is a totally different guy.
What if the Joker is the incarnation of DC Comics in the universe? This is the entire editorial staff in one character.
That would make some sense. Each different part of each time they did a crisis, one Joker, new crisis, new Joker, new crisis, new Joker, or like crisis, Flashpoint.
What if Joker is the core of the universe, and to kill Joker would be to kill the universe?
Well, the Joker can't die anyway. We already had that explained to us. That's right. The chemicals.
What if he's a cosmic entity like Galactus?
No.
What if he's Chaos?
No. Joker would kill Chaos.
Unless he is Chaos.
He's not Chaos.
And doesn't know it because he's chaotic.
he could care less about being Chaos. Because he's chaotic.
But anyways, guys, read Rebirth. It's really good. They acknowledge their mistakes and their many failures.
Yeah, I mean, and it was really well written. It's told from the perspective of Wally West, who, by the way, they explain why there are 2 Wally Wests now. Because Wally West, the original, the guy who became the Flash, comes back. But there's another Wally West running around who's already Kid Flash, the little black guy. So he pointed out, oh, by the way, I had a cousin whose name was also Wally West because we were both named after our grandfather. He's a black kid. And he's now got Speed Force. So, yeah, there's 2 Kid Flashes, both named Wally West.
Read Rebirth. Read DC. Do not buy anything Marvel. You know why.
At least not for about 4 issues, because eventually the backlash is going to make them change their minds.
Let us know down below how you feel about Rebirth. Yeah. It's weird to say.
It's a good start.
DC is winning?
No, wait. Let's not go that far.
Okay. Captain America's a Nazi.
Yeah, DC's winning. Okay, so, but this is a good start. This is taking the reins back from talking heads who know nothing about comic books and putting it back into the hands of the people who made comic books great. The writers who loved them and the fans who bought them.
So on that note, until next time, guys, we've been your host Kirby Kid
And Black Superman.
See you later, guys.